Hey, hello, Cēzars here, and today we will continue with the design thinking exercise. But we will recall very fast what we did in the previous session. If you remember, these are the stages of the workshop, and you should have some answers after an hour of work. The first part is to understand the challenge, be aware of your biases, and make a keywords search. Identify the trends and topics, the keywords, and the stakeholders. Fill this board. Identify and rank the stakeholders according to their impact or relation to the issue. So you have identified the potential solutions to the problems of the different stakeholders of the issue. After you have identified the potential solutions to the problems of the stakeholders we mentioned before, we apply the five whys to see if we can identify or assume the root causes. Now, with all the information we have brainstormed, try to answer each of you to one of the how to questions. Write your answer to the how to question on a post it and put it in the funnel. Stick all the post its on the delightful level, brainstorm, and decide which ones can fall into the feasible level. Brainstorm again and think which one is the most original or radical solution. And that's your prototype. As I mentioned earlier, this exercise should be done in 1 hour, and it's very important that the allocation of time is observed. Otherwise, we are just losing time. Now, for the part you have been waiting for, the interview. After you have a list of stakeholders, you decide, depending your time and resources, and of course the pool of candidates, the people you want to interview, from the essential, the important, and the interesting stakeholders. Remember the graphic of the circle. It's advised to have this amount of people and their roles to make or to conduct the interview. But if you don't have the resources, work at least in pairs. And in case is only one person available to make the interviews, ask the permission to the other person to film or record the interview to be able to analyze it afterwards. The interview follows classic 4C storytelling rules. Introduce yourself, tell them about the project, be charming, ask for personal insights, think, reflect, and ask your questions. Don't cut abruptly, allow a brief cool down, and end the interview. It all should be done in about 20 minutes. Here are some examples for questions to use during the interview, and I also suggest to use your common sense. Remember to create a cool down moment, and before ending the interview, ask a what if question. Like, what if we come up with a solution to this or that problem you had that time? To unpack the data, follows the rules of the image and create a board in Miro with these columns: name and position of or work of the person, what they say or ask, what was more memorable, our first impression of the conversation. Group the post as is shown in the picture. The purpose of the interviews is to get insights to elevate the quality of your assumptions, replacing the anecdotal findings like I think, I believe, I saw it once, with deep understanding of the problem, in the professional opinion of this or that person, what could you have done different? What have you done if this or that situation existed then, etc., etc. Through these findings, we learn the point of view of our essential stakeholders. That will become user, customers, partners, competitors, etc. All this data is incredibly valuable to the prototype. Validator AI, one of the leading voices in the early stage development, recommend for teams as ours that at this early stage obsess with what is the problem and obsess with the customer. These are the most important things to do at this stage. This is the end of the session. I hope you like it. And in a following video, we will talk about the steps for product design. See you at the next one. Bye.